Hello artists! Today is a drawing day. All you need is a pencil or markers and a piece of paper. And man, I've been wanting to do this lesson with you for ages. Basically, I do a lot of drawings. These are some of the drawings around my house. And every single drawing I do, just about, I use a technique called contour drawing. A contour is a line or an edge. Basically, in a contour drawing, you just look super carefully at every single line or edge that you see and try to draw it. That's it. Often when we first start, they look bad, real bad. But the more we practice, the cooler and better they get. Our goal today is not to make a masterpiece, but to slow down and really look at the world carefully. With this technique, you can draw anything. Before we get to the project, I want to give you a really quick demo. All right, so let's say I want to draw a sports car, and I'm kind of freaked out because this car looks super hard. I'm just going to take it really slow. I'm going to pretend my eye is like a little bug, and my eye is going to travel up and around on every line and every edge that I see. Remember, a line or an edge is called a contour. So I'm going to start here, go up and around. And you're just watching right now. I just want to show you how this works. And I'm not going to even lift up my pen. This is called a continuous line drawing. Let me speed this up a little bit for you guys. So I'm looking back at the car, looking at the pen, and honestly, it doesn't look very good yet. It looks like a pile of mush, but I'm not going to judge it. I'm just going to keep it going, try to follow every little edge and line that I see. And wham bam, it's a car!
Wow, contour drawing is amazing!
Let's begin with the project. We're going to start off with 4 little practice exercises. So take a piece of paper and divide it into 4 sections like this. You'll also need a random piece of scrap paper for the second exercise. I want you to do this along with me. Do not just watch the video. Get your supplies, pause it, come back. You can use a pencil, marker, anything that writes. You ready? Okay, in the first box, I want you to draw a bottle of glue from memory. So don't look at mine right now, just without many details, draw a bottle of glue.
Draw a bottle of glue. Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you pause it? Did you pause it and draw the glue? Draw the glue.
Probably looks a little bit like this, right? Like a square with the top. All right, now we're going to try to do something called a blind contour. So take your pencil, stick it, like stab it through your scrap paper, and look, you can't see what you're drawing. That makes it a blind contour. Now remember when we drew the car? I want you to do the same thing. Put your eye on the top of the glue bottle and move your pencil. As your eye follows, go down the top of the bottle, down the other side, down this part, up and down all the little ridgies. I'm going to really take my time and get the label and the words, and when I'm done, booyah! It's a hot mess. Your turn. Pause and draw. And don't look. So how'd it go? Is yours a hot mess like mine? Even though it's a huge mess, it still has way more details than when we drew it from memory. So that's awesome. That's just what we wanted. It's super good for your brain. We're going to try a third way of drawing this glue bottle now. We're going to do a contour again, but this time it's not a blind contour. So take that piece of paper off your pencil. We're going to draw the sides, but this time we're going to look. I'm keeping my pencil down. I'm following all the little lines. Pause your video and draw this glue. Pause, pause, pause. Draw, draw, draw. Pause. For the last box on your paper, find something interesting around you to draw. Draw something you like, something that you don't mind looking at really closely for a while. I'm going to draw my son's fire truck. Now, it looks really hard, but remember, just pick one spot to start, trace it with your eye. While you trace it with your eye, you're also tracing it with your marker or your pencil. No erasing allowed! And you did it! Great job! If you want, you can be done with just those 4 pictures, but if you want to create a more finished picture, grab one object, again, that you really like, grab a new paper, and draw it as carefully as you can. A shoe or a sneaker is a really fun thing to try.
You could also try a contour or a blind contour of yourself or somebody in your family. These are super funny. If you can get somebody to agree to sit down with you and draw each other's faces without looking, it's hilarious.
Once you're done with your picture, you could, if you choose, make something called a ripple effect, which is to make contour lines around your figure, like this. You just keep going around and around and around, and when you run out of space, you let them just kind of hang off the page. So remember, after you do those 4 little exercises, you can draw anything you want. This is so good for your brain. I hope you enjoyed it, and keep practicing contour drawing.